Good morning, everyone. Allow me to also stand on the established protocols, but allow me to say specifically how happy I am to have Assistant Secretary Megan Morrison here addressing us. Because honestly, this is her baby. Yes. This is her vision. And the gods would not have forgiven us if we launched without her speaking. So I want you all to give her another round of applause for coming up with this idea, for ensuring that it was executed, for working closely with us at every step, for saying as she was leaving the division, Olia, make sure and launch the room, and for asking about it continually since she has gone or loaned, as Sherman said, next door. Because this is the kind of work that we are here to do. And days like these make it all worth it. To the staff that has taken the mantle and ran with it and ensured that we are at this point today, thank you all so much as well. Today is indeed a blessed day. Today is indeed a day that we should all be proud of. Is crying the day I cry? So given everything that we've spoken about this morning, I am not going to do a feature address because I think that we've heard quite a bit. But I want to raise two quick points as to why this is important. And those of you who've heard me speak publicly and speak about the fact that this is the Division of Health, Wellness, and Social Protection, you always hear me speak specifically about the social protection part. And that is the part where we try to prepare our communities for shocks. What are shocks? They are positive shocks. They are negative shocks. We tend to think about the shocks that are negative. You know, you lost a job, or there was a death in the family, or something like that. But there are positive shocks as well, and we frequently don't know how to treat with the positive shocks. What are some of those positive shocks? In this case, you are 10, 11, probably 12 years old, maybe younger, a little older, yeah? And you now have a period. By the way, for many of us, this may be the very, 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 very first time somebody is publicly saying the word period without bowing our head, without feeling some level of shame, without thinking, oh my God, that spot in the back of my clothes is showing. How do I get from here to there without being embarrassed? This may be the first time for many of the men in the room that you even know some of the things that Anika spoke about. Becoming an adolescent, becoming a woman, is marked by this time. And we need to figure out how to embrace it and how to ensure that on this island there is never shame, there is never negative feelings associated with it, because it is a positive shock that we need to work with. I am not sure how old Sherman is. 42. But some of us are at the point where the perimenopausal thing is happening. And I very loudly and proudly speak about my perimenopausal eyes and my perimenopausal ears and the perimenopausal memory and the perimenopausal period that used to be like clockwork and is suddenly now gone. And I am thinking, yes, finally we are there. And then last week, I'm like, what in the living God just happened? I thought we were over this. Because again, it is a positive shock. And the aim of us at this division is to work through how we successfully treat with these shocks. What's the other positive shock? Having a baby. And you have the baby, and because most of us are not fortunate enough to be married to millionaires where we can stay home and just take care of baby, we still have to come to work because somehow we have to figure out how to feed the family too. We now have this wonderful bouncing baby boy or girl, and because you came through the Tobago Regional Health Authority, you have these wonderful ladies in pink who've been telling you for the last 9 months, we're trying to do breastfeeding only. Because that is what a baby-friendly hospital means, that you do exclusive breastfeeding as much as you can. But how do you exclusively breastfeed when you are at a space like this for 8 hours of the day? So it really was an honor to work with the team to get us to this point. It's an honor being able to actively think about the things that affect our everyday lives, the things that cause us to be happy. And remember, I said happy. I didn't say pleasurable, because we tend to confuse the two words. Pleasure is usually a short-term, short-lived adrenaline response. Happiness is a long-term serotonin response. And that takes us reducing stress. It takes us ensuring that we can take care of our needs. That takes us having communities that we can go to, or communities that we are a part of, where we can be honest about how we are feeling and getting the hug, getting the pat on the back, getting the napkin, because if you are like me and you were in a public space earlier this week and start to cry, because we need that kind of community. And that is what this division is about. That is what, yes, thanks for that. That is what this division is about. And Assemblyman Megan just reminded me to also mention that it was last week or maybe the week before, we launched another initiative aimed at helping with those, again, positive shocks, where we started providing for the people of Tobago, any family that has the pleasure of having given birth at the Tobago Regional Health Authority would get a wonderful, amazing, cute little baby box that includes all of the cute little clothes and the hygiene products for mommy and the breast pump and all of those things. And I'm seeing all of these people on social media talking about they're now interested in going back to coming again another time, because now having the baby has additional positivity. But let me also say that these projects are not just projects. When we look at our birth rate in Trinidad and Tobago, and in Tobago specifically, we do recognize that for the last 5 or so years, 5 to 10 years, we've been seeing a reduction, and it's a drastic reduction. And we have to figure out what's causing that reduction. In many instances, there are the social issues, and we need to figure out how to get it back up. So the Tobago House of Assembly has been actively implementing what seems like small little projects, but it is because we truly have the vision of developing this thing. And this thing requires people. This thing requires healthy, active, happy people. So I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you for working hard every single day to ensure that this Health Hygiene Lounge is a reality. I want to thank the members of the Tobago Regional Health Authority for ensuring that you guys do the hard work to provide the kind of health care. Because usually when we refer to the TRHA, it's usually in a negative light. But you guys do so much good work. And we need to take time to highlight the positivity. Yeah. All of us are in this room because we are actively doing our part to make Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. And I don't want you all to say it softly. It should be embedded within our DNA. Because there's a school of thought that says what you think and what you speak becomes. And for us to do this, we have to ensure that it is internalized and every action that we take is leading us to that. Mrs. John, the work is hard, eh? And I just call you and message you on all godly hours to make sure that the work gets done. But it's okay because all of us are heading to that, the greatest little island on the planet. And I want to end by again thanking each and every one of you, because without your hard work every single day, we will not be here. But today is a good day because we are here, making Tobago, and say it with me, the greatest little island on the planet. I thank you.